At 11:01 every morning, the students in the chamber ensemble at the Durham School of the Arts file into the upstairs chorus room. Mr. Greer stands at the front as the bell rings and students quiet down.
1, 2, ready, 9.
As they perform, individual voices are indistinguishable and it becomes impossible to pick one out from the melody. Yet if even one person doesn't play their part perfectly, the entire performance can be ruined. As a result, there is a spirit of community and mutual responsibility between the students in the group that you can see in how seriously they take their practices and how they interact in the moments between pieces and classes. Looking even at just the seniors in the class, it's clear that the students are leaders shaped by their time in the pathway. There are times when Mr. Greer brings the middle schoolers in the pathway in so they can rehearse with the high schoolers, and it's obvious the impact these experiences have on the younger students. They leave the room excited about their futures in the pathway. To 7th grade boys, their 18-year-old peers are just about the coolest people in the world. In this way, the students in the class are able to act as mentors not only within their own class, but to the rest of the chorus community as well. The seniors in the class also lead other groups and activities outside of the pathway. For example, chorus senior Nicholas Mercer is a co-president of the Homies Club, which stands for Helping Others Make Incredible Experiences at School. The Homies Club was started only 3 years ago to serve as a bridge to connect students with special needs with the rest of the school's population. The group organizes events and regular projects as part of their work. For example, as part of their greenhouse project, they collected milk cartons from the school, which are then washed so that plants can be grown inside them. They are in the process of growing plants now and plan to sell them in order to fundraise for future events. These events include ones like the Winter Wonderland dance coming up that they've been preparing for. Nicholas and the other members meet up and have been doing everything from cutting out snowflakes to designing and creating the banner for the dance. Another senior in the class, Che Armstrong, is the captain of the high school wrestling team. In his case, wrestling has played a large part in teaching him discipline. Whether that means watching what he eats at all times in order to keep his weight down, or working hard in his classes to keep his GPA up, wrestling in a different way than chorus has taught Che about individual responsibility and dedication. Every day after school, Che and his teammates go to the wrestling room for practice. For 2 hours, they forget about how tired they are or how hungry and get to work. They also often give up their Saturdays to volunteer at the concession stand at Duke football games or drive over an hour each way to compete. Such determination doesn't come easy, but luckily they have each other's support in staying focused and driven. Now there are also the typical chorus-related extracurriculars, with 2 of the seniors running the Acapella group. Nathan Shanahan and Tran Nguyen have been co-directors of Acapella since their sophomore years. In this setting, with no teachers present, they are able to create an environment in which students are productive and still manage to have a good time. Before school, on Tuesday and Thursday every week, Acapella meets to practice. Acapella is a way for students to engage with music in a way that is very different than in their chorus classes. The music they perform is more contemporary and the atmosphere more casual. Breaking out of the chorus mold, they are also encouraged to move around in order to enhance the performance. Although a lot is different between acapella and chorus, a lot is also the same, like the sense of community the students in the group have, or the laughs and fun they are able to share with their peers. Because many of the students in acapella are also in the chorus pathway, by the time they audition for acapella, they have at least their middle school experiences in the pathway as a background in music. But it wasn't always that way. Every student has to pick an arts pathway when they get to DSA. In Tran's case, as in many others, she had no formal experience with music until she came to DSA.
At registration, there was this form, pick any of them, and I didn't want to play an instrument, so I just chose chorus.
This sentiment was echoed by others in the pathway as well. However, there are also students who have been involved with music since they were 8 years old and are simply pursuing something they knew they loved. But regardless of how they got there or what brought them there, by the end of their time together, the students in the group are undeniably part of a family. Through their time together, they've grown not only as individuals and how confident and comfortable in their own skins they are, but also have made friendships that will last a lifetime.
The music is nice too, of course.